Welcome back to the channel, team. Okay, so today we're going to be going through how I like to shop for Christmas gifts for people. Most of my shopping done, I still have art to make, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to sort of go through the gifts that I have for specific people, talk through them, and like how I shop, I guess, because I am a good gift giver. It's one of the things that I shine at. That is one of the good things about being raised by materialistic people is like, I know how to give a good gift. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you're any of my loved ones, I would not watch this if you don't want to know what you got for Christmas, because that's the best way I know how to go through this. So I'm going to start with my friend, my bestie Lauren. You guys know Lauren. She's been on the pod before. If you know Lauren, she loves Shrek. Okay. Lauren is the type of person who is bubbly. She's a fan of things. She's like a super fan of things. And so you have to sort of take into consideration who the person you're shopping for is as you shop for them for Christmas. So because I know that Lauren is a fan, because I know she likes makeup, she likes Hunger Games, like there are just specific things. So I know when I'm shopping for her that I can get her fan stuff, and she'll be excited. Now, I shop all year round for my friends. What that means, because the thought of spending all that money just at Christmas time is a lot. So if I see something for my friends throughout the year that I think that they would like, and their birthday's not coming up and whatever, I just save it for Christmas. So like, for example, I got Lauren this How to Be More Shrek and an ogre's guide to life. I figured she just put it in her bathroom or something. I got this for her probably in April. And it's been sitting in my closet ever since. But I knew that this was a funny thing that I should get for her. And she loves books. She loves Shrek. And so I figured that this would be just like a funny thing to give her. So that's like one of the things I got her. One second. I told you I wasn't done with artwork yet. So let me show you like the good gift. So I try to have like one sentimental good gift for each one of my friends. And that may not mean like monetarily good. It just means that I know it's going to be the good gift that I give to them. So let me show you Lauren's good gift. Let me go get it real quick. I'm not done with it yet, but I'll show you. So Miss Lauren really loves the Hunger Games series, right? Like that is one of her special interests. So I try to keep that in mind. I try to keep my friends' special interests in mind when I'm thinking about what to get them. So at the beginning of the year, I told Lauren that I was gonna read all the Hunger Games books and make notes in all of them. So, she knows that I'm not a reader for real. So this year I started with the first one. So I am gonna give her this version, right? And I don't know if you can tell, but I have annotated, there's like notes in all of like basically every page, there's at least one note so that she can read the book with me. She can have her own version of my version. And then I'm going to paint. I'm not done with it. Like I just started the emblem and I'm going to make this beautiful in the background. So that's my plan. I'm going to give her one of these probably every year until the series is done. So this is the first one. This is the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And then I'll give her the sleeve with it. And I'll just give it to her sleeved up and see if she notices. Like, I'm sure she'll notice. Lauren is very intuitive, so she'll notice. But when you take it off, it'll be painted by me. So like she will have her own beautiful copy of the Hunger Games. By the time I'm done with all of my all like giving them to her every year, she will have her own full set of annotated text from me where I make notes, but then not only that, have it colored or like painted by me for her. So that's one of the things that I'm doing for Lauren. So yeah, still have to finish painting it. I started painting this like over the summer and just haven't touched it since, but let me put this back for now. So that is her good gift, right? Next, for Lauren. I go through all of my like makeup and stuff like that and see. So for my Halloween party, I went through most of my stuff and like I did a junk exchange at my Halloween party. So just what that means to me is like if you had any stuff that you thought could be interesting or valuable to somebody else, but it's not valuable to you, say you tried it out and you don't necessarily like it, then bring it and we can exchange. We can have a junk exchange, see if somebody else wants it. And if not, then I can just donate it, right? So with that, I had this foundation that I don't hate. I just don't wear foundation enough to keep it. And she's sort of the only other person I know that may be this fair. I'm gonna give that to her. I'll write her a note, be like, I use this once or twice. If you want to just throw it away, you can. But I wanted to see if somebody else could use it before I just donate it, you know? So I'll give her that as well. So I have that, I have that, I have that. Oh, next. And then I just have like other, like a lip gloss or some like filler stuff that I'm like, I know that these gifts will go to someone, but I don't know who. I keep those around too. Like, of like just useful things to own, you know? So I might give her like some lip gloss, a gibbet, whatever. But those are like the big gift. The big gift is like an annotated text painted by me and then her Shrek book, right? Next, we're gonna go on to my bestie from Maine. Now, she and I met at work and we quickly just like became all encompassing friends and not just work friends. She and I love to travel together. That's one of the things that we do together. We love to go to concerts together. Like we are very similar in the things that we like to do, right? So one year we went to Lollapalooza, me and her and our other bestie, the three of us, we dressed up as the Powerpuff Girls for one of the days. So now every year I'm going to get them something Powerpuff Girls related. So I got them little lip glosses that are their like respective person. So I'll give one of them to each of them. Bestie from Maine, she is Blossom, and then other bestie that I will be talking about soon, she is Bubbles. I did not get myself a Buttercup one. Didn't need it. Trying to be better about having to get myself something every time I get other people something, right? Kind of crazy. Next, for Bestie from Maine, I got her this Noah Khan vinyl that is Maine, the record or like the recorded version, and then Maine from Fenway, live from Fenway Park. I had gotten a targeted ad for this when it dropped, when Noah Khan dropped this, and I immediately bought it for her and knew that I was going to give it to her for Christmas. Love her. Love her. We've seen Noah Khan together in concert. Noah Khan's from Maine. I don't know. It just felt like a perfect, we both love music. It felt like a perfect gift to get for her from me. So that's what I got. So we talked about that. We talked about that. Oh, we also went to Chromacopia this year in Milwaukee. And I got this keychain during it. I didn't know what I was going to do with the keychain at the time. But she let me know since then that that's probably her all-time favorite concert that she's gone to. So I want her to have it just because if that's your favorite concert, baby, then you should have the memorabilia for it, you know? So I'm gonna give this to her as well. Oh my God. Okay, now I was in the just like a local gift store the other day. There's not a lot of those left. Like the vibes in there is like a local Hallmark sort of, but they were selling Webkins. So I went in there because I wanted to see if they had any, and they didn't. But I got added to their wait list, no worries. Anyway, though, they had these little like trinkety things. The one that I ended up getting for Bestie was still by Gans, which is the company that makes Webkins, and it says it's a lucky little piggy, and it has like a little like note that says like why it's lucky or whatever. And I don't know, I just felt like that was a cutie thing to get her as well, a lucky piggy. And we both really liked Webkins as kids, so I figured she would notice that it is by that same company. So that's that. And then I think I'm going to paint her something. I haven't decided what yet, but I will paint something for her. I might paint something of one of her cats. She has something of her first cat that she got, but she hasn't painted something for the most recent cat that she got. So I might do a little painting for her for that. Next, we're going to talk about one of my besties who's a little bit more practical. She's I don't know how to describe her, but she is very functional. She doesn't like clutter in her house. She's not as much of a fan of things. She is a fan of things, but it's just different. I think that she was never really like, I don't know, that has never been her priorities. Her priorities have always been like functionality and that sort of thing. And I know that she thinks a lot, like, I don't know, she doesn't want to feel the pressure of gift giving and gift receiving, because I know that that puts more pressure on her. A part of like love languages to me is understanding your friends' love languages and being able to like shift to help accommodate each other's comfortability. She knows that I love gifts, so I'm sure that she will have something for me. But we've all, as a friend group, we've all sort of already discussed like we're gonna have it be more homemade, whatever. These are things that had already gotten throughout the year, so like whatever. And love, like gift giving is one of my big love languages to give. So my friends know that like whatever I like, none of this comes from I expect something in return. It literally comes from this is how I know to show love. This is the bestie that I got Bubbles lip gloss for. But other than that, her gifts are smaller and to make sure that she does not feel the need to reciprocate. You know what I mean? So the next one is like a hat pin. So this bestie specifically is iron deficient. Okay. She is iron deficient, but she also loves golfing. Okay. So this hat pin, I happened to just pick it up that same place that I got this lucky pig. It was in the same little section, and it says doctor's orders, take your iron every day, but it has a golf club on it. So I want her to put this on one of her little hat pins for when she goes golfing. And then finally, I also painted her something. I can go get it and show it to you in just a second. I got her some Dr. Bronner's because that bitch loves Dr. Bronner's. And I know that this is something she'll use and she'll be grateful for. It is something practical, functional, and like not anxiety inducing as it relates to stuff, right? So that's that. I finally went to the gym yesterday and I am sore. So this is what I painted her. Now, it is very similar to the paintings that I usually do for people. However, she's also sort of like not aesthetic, but I didn't want to give her something that had too many clashing colors and stuff. So I just tried to keep it pretty simple with like a very similar like color scheme and what have you. So that is Miss Girl's Gifts. Now, her and other bestie from Maine that I was just talking about, I also got them, where is it? So we all have the thing about the three of us, like the three of us hang out together a lot, but we all have very different aesthetics. And so I did find some like frames from Five Below that I could put like wallets of us together in that match our different aesthetics too. I found 3 of them. I found one that matched each of us, and I will get a little wallet and put those in for us as well. So again, just a little small gift to be like, hey, love y'all, right? Now, let's talk about my brother. Let's talk about shopping for a man. Men are kind of hard to shop for. My brother is sort of easy to shop for because he is also a big fan of things. Like he has very licensed interests. I don't know how else to like put it, but like he likes like, I don't know, Nintendo. He likes Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There are very specific things that he likes that I can, I don't know, use when I'm thinking about what to get him, right? So these are gifts that I had gotten him last year, or throughout this year. He and I were not me and my family have not been in a great place this year. And so I'm sure that they have gifts for me. I have gifts for them because that's both that's sort of how we show love to each other, is we're not necessarily the greatest to one another, but we do be giving each other gifts, right? Um, so what I have acquired for him throughout the year is, when I was a kid, I got his hand-me-down Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like mystery bus or party wagon, whatever you want to call it. The mystery wagon might be from Scooby-Doo, right? So I saw that they had one, like a Hot Wheels version, so I just picked it up for him. And I used to put my Barbies in it, and they used to interact with the hand-me-down Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I got. I got a lot of hand-me-down like figurines of things that I didn't necessarily know about, but I still got to play with them. And the party wagon was definitely one of them. A very core memory for me, and I'm sure a core memory for him. So I don't know. I got that for him. And then we weren't fighting as much right before Super Mario Party Jamboree came out, and he had told me that he was going to get it for me for my birthday. And I was spiteful, and when we stopped talking, I just bought it for myself because I was like, I'm not waiting for a man to buy me anything. I'm just returning it to him. But definitely something he will be receiving back. And then the final, like the big gift, the good gift that I got for him is this Diet Coke shirt. You see it? Yeah, oh, other way. You see this shit? Isn't that so cool? So this is from, bro, I don't know Roman numerals at all. It is LXIX. He actually heard about this specific t-shirt shop from Caleb Heron. I believe he had the artist who does these shirts on the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been like an early episode, but a really cool account. I'll see if I can tag them in the description so that you can go check them out if you want. They have other really cool shirts like this. The Diet Coke one is the coolest in my opinion. But they have like, I don't know. I farted world farting champion in Hartford, Connecticut or some shit. Like they have great shirts. Like just so funny. So check them out for sure. But this is the good gift for my brother. Okay. What's next? Oh my god. Now let's talk about my friends who have kids. So the rest of the gifts are either for my mom friends or their kids. Okay. So I do be keeping soap on hand to give out as gifts. Now I could give this soap just as like a full 4-pack, or if I wanted to separate them. That's what I like about like those gift packs, is that I can separate them out if I want. If I wanted to give an individual soap to each one of whoever I plan on giving them to, I can, if I want to add it in addition to the stuff that they're already getting. So this is like, I pick up like soap gift packs. I pick up like maybe like lip gloss or chapstick gift packs, just because like, baby, you don't need 6 chapsticks, but like you can divvy that shit up and put them in as like sort of like stocking stuffers, you know. And that's sort of the phase that we're at, right? We're not doing well enough for ourselves yet that we can really afford anything more than stocking stuffers for our friends, right? So for Bestie, who has kids, so one of the kids that the first kid that I'm gonna, actually let me do Bestie first, before I do her kids gifts. So this Bestie, she and I have been friends our whole lives. I've known her since she was like 10 years old. She's known me since I was like 11. And so because of that, we're damn near sisters. So I'm gonna give her some old self tanner that I don't use. I used it maybe twice and don't care about it anymore, because like I thought self tanning was the move for a little. This is actually kind of gross. Maybe I won't give this one to her. It looks coagulated. I don't know, but I will give her the mist because that one's basically full, you know. So I'll give her those. We've talked about it before. She already knows that she's getting that shit. Next, I know that Bestie really wants to be in criminal justice. I know that she wants to be investigating crime and helping people solve their cases. With that, she's been really into the Idaho 4 case. And so I found this at Costco. It's just a book written by James Patterson about, and it includes like all of the notes and stuff from that. So I got her this. And then she also really fucks with diamond art. So I picked her up one of a diamond art for her to do. Got her one of those. I'm gonna give her this notebook just because, like, I think that she could benefit from journaling, and that's something that she and I have talked about a lot this year. Is like, I don't know, writing down your thoughts, that sort of thing. So I got her a journal, and then I think that might be it for her. Yeah, I think that's it. So, and then maybe like this, I have this giraffe keychain written for her. Like, it is written that it's for her. So I may give that to her. Giraffe's like my favorite animal. So maybe I'll give it to her to remind her of me. So, and I don't know if giraffes are my favorite animal, but they're up there for sure. Next, we have her son. And Bestie is Greek. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the Percy Jackson series was very important to her. I might be remembering that wrong, but I think so. So I did for her, and unfortunately, I am sort of the type of auntie that like things should be like a little educational, a little useful, a little functional. So I did get him the Percy Jackson series to read. I'll take the tag off that has the price, but I got that from Costco as well. I am going to encourage reading in addition to the other things that he'd be doing. So I did get that for him. And then I do plan on giving him this as well. I found this at, so my, locally to me, we have this place called Cheap Charlie's, and they have like the overflow from like Target or Walmart or whatever. They have deals with those local companies that things that like they would have just put to landfill or something. I don't know what they would have done with the stuff that they get. But had they just not whatever, if they didn't sell in their respective stores, they get taken to Cheap Charlie's, and like you can buy it for either like $3, $4, or $5 based on what day it is. There I found a Stranger Things squishmallow. So I think I'm gonna give baby like homegirl son this as well. They're a Stranger Things family. So what's next? Next we have her daughter. So her daughter is a little younger. I thrifted her a jean jacket and I got some patches. They're over there. I haven't done it yet, but me and one of my besties plan on ironing on some patches for her. But I don't want to put too many on there because I want her to be, I got an adult small so that she can grow into her jean jacket and she can add patches as her style changes and that sort of thing. So yeah, got that for her. Really excited about it. That's one of my favorite gifts that I'm giving this Christmas is like a personalized jean jacket. I thought that was so fun. And maybe I'll like embroider like a heart or something. And I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I did get that for her. And then I also got these mash dice. So while I was in Michael's, I saw these and I thought they were so cute. Basically, each dice has like a respective thing about it. So either it's like you're living in a mansion or how, like where you're going to live, what you drive, who you get to get married to, and then how many babies you all have. And I remember when I was a little girl, like we used to do those paper mache things, and that was sort of this idea. And I don't know, I thought it was just cute. You know, like you could put your crush, you and your friends could put your little crushes down. I thought it was a good way for her to, I don't know, hang out with her little gal pals during recess or something. So I saw these, thought they were super cute, and I had to pick them up. So that, yeah. Finally, I have two more things that I want to go through for one of my other friends' daughters. I did paint this jewelry box. I'm not done with it, I don't think. I think I'm going to add some like flowers and details and stuff to it still, but I painted this for her. I might have talked about it a little bit during the painting video, but when I was a child, I had a jewelry box that was like this sort of, but like it had like necklace, it like had the labels on. I don't know, it was really cute. I don't know if I'm going to do that intense cuz it was still sort of girlish. I would like this to be able to like grow up with her a little bit. So I'm thinking that I might just put like flat like blue and greens and whites and yellow flowers, you know? And maybe I'll put like her name on the back or something, you know? I haven't decided yet, but this is what I'm going to give her. And then I do have a friend who has kids that are like baby aged or like toddler aged. So they're going to have to grow into this one. But I did find this Sandy Science Lab, like I said, has to be a little educational. Has to be a little functional. I want them to be able, I like, because I am a scientist, you know, I am a chemical engineer technically. I wanted them to have a little lab kit for them to do a little arts or like a little science experiment once, you know. I thought that was really fun. I liked that it was SpongeBob themed. And it wasn't too bad. So I did get that for them. Maybe we'll do it together when they're all a little older, but I don't know. I thought that was a fun gift to get for my friend who has like, I don't know, her oldest is, I want to say like 3, and then the youngest is like 1.5. So it's, like I said, it's for 8 plus. So it's still a little old for them, but we'll grow into it, you know? And then finally, for those aged kids, I did get a Mrs. Potato Head too. Because I am so for these analog type toys, bitch. We are not doing digital shit right now. We are gonna do a Mrs. Potato Head. Okay. So when you're trying to figure out what to get your friends or your family members or kids or partners, I don't know, man. Don't think too serious into it. Cause like you would be stoked if you got Dr. Bronner's, or you would be stoked if you got, I don't know, if you're a fan of Stranger Things and you got a Squishmallow, you know? These are things that you may not buy for yourself. That's sort of what I try to do for gifts. Maybe not for my practical friends, but like things that you may not buy for yourself, I'm going to buy for you, you know? I want to be like fun and get you some fun gifts that you gonna enjoy. So I don't know. I don't know if this helps. It's more just like a show and tell of like, here's how I think about gift giving, and here's how when I'm out in the public, and just like, I don't know your friends, and then like pick things based on what you know that they like. I don't know. That's all I got, team. That's all I got. Love y'all. Wash your face, drink some water. Bye.